na Kevin Taylor so we did Otumfuo atem to Otumfuo ne lawyer na Ekufuado se me di Otumfuo atem a Otumfuo onimumra cheme ade no Otumfuo nsiu me di Otumfuo atem a Otumfuo nya dipakete onya akwara. Otumfuo has his personal lawyer. In fact, at a point Ekufuado was his lawyer, meaning Otumfuo ko ebia eye Ekufuado law firm na ese ono for you know he still has lawyers. Why hasn't Otumfuo say our evidence is say now? Why hasn't he gone to court? Smarter than any lawyer in Ghana. See, the Abronya we mamu kojina court, you cannot defend him. You guys can be paid all the money in the world. 99% of you, the social media lawyers. This quote, your friend Abronya.
I'm coming from like black media. I was Kevin Taylor, the darling boy, a true challenge be at your court any say was one. The Anna Crofobibly at our council on Kevin Taylor, so Lena said, we watching. I'm not intending to see a year Otumfuo Otumfuo Sante, so any atom did you know? So we did not Konya Benny or say, or no Kevin Taylor, the darling boy, at Titany Paye to honor. We knew Otumfuo atom and net or channel at the chin, and we'll be one more Ghana how evidence. Say on Kevin Taylor do Otumfuo atem afia no dan chen so was this Otumfuo our evidence and person and crofobia claim say on Kevin Taylor the darling boy ya titini ya wo fla himfie no e do Otumfuo atem a Otumfuo can come out to say ya me Otumfuo me evidence ni say Kevin Taylor me nana wadidi matem enti mema me lawyer Ekufuado asiu no wase ebi ni honom Otumfuo ni evidence bia enti na sebi ye Ghana for ka na MPP for ni bi ka no Otumfuo ayedin no e kire se Otumfuo ni evidence e kire se ye ono Kevin Taylor the darling boy edinatem abuja owie ye no ene ne wasane na no kese pa yi ade agu ye Abronye DC enura romande a omode ma no se won konkode ma na be na wotwe na afi wonsa mra no eno wasane na no de si won mo pa se wonkoti a ye se Abronye DC se won didi o ye hunger demonstrations at the end was Abronye any ubewu or papa sani wuti no kase tie na se wo se ya chewa to munti no open justice for yourself into ye hungry demonstration dia any Abronye DC ubewu abusia ja wato nsem we si hu no any o se MPP fo nyina 90% of MPP ayemwa abusia wakansem kame nkwaje nchemu ne blessisi ye abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se onimi bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba e frene se eyesika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo pom bema ye ketwa brabeji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma so ache e wo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuja no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye frene se mpanifa akwankyere ana se wo betima frene back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet e won ho se wo sanity bi obeku bomode so be fa numbers na egu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe o hyebre mu hwi a na bomode se me kire wo ne obeye any akoda. All right, now let's take care of business because man ntwa so e be dan nsem bebre now bibie de esi o town nie you see a year ya chikoku Edio. Yes, Abronye NPP Bono regional chairman Abronye DC remanded into police custody for 1 week, set to appear on September 19th. Yachi Abronye Abain Saka Abronye Ghana ne yeti hamsa no embrabo oman ho ban. Unless you are foolish, unless you are stupid, unless you don't understand the say ekrobia emrabo ho ban de obeye bia no ye wo mra ebo ekro ho ban. It does not matter who you are. Oye MPP ni o, oye NDC ni o, ye wo emra ebo oman bia ho ban, and Ghana is not an exception. Inti Ghana na yete no ye wo mra o Ghana kro ni mu. It does not matter which government is in power. But the laws are clear and explicit when it comes to Ubum Rana, there was say Ufesi. I've heard a lot of people write so many things on Facebook, especially that I want to be lawyers in Ghana. There are so many people in Ghana practicing law. And come one client to cry. There's a lot of them in Ghana. But say, there are so many people in Ghana today calling themselves lawyers.
they wouldn't get one client to even take them to court and say, I am defending you. So their views don't matter. And those are the people who are loud. They shout a lot. They make noise a lot because they need that attention. Because mo amoko abrochire koye law no. Most of na UK, most of na US, most of na abrochire ye law no. Senka mu wie law no wo ho no. Senka mu benya client anka mo tena ho because uko school we are edwuma na oye no person onye musika anameboa. But because they know that omo ntumi antena abrochire na nya de ombenya client back up, that's not where I'm going. Omo nyina client back no, they have come to Ghana and they are making a lot of noise. So it does not matter the noise you make, it does not matter how you feel. You need to understand the say a corona with him no, there are laws. The application of the law, sometimes the person who is in charge decides how the law should be applied, and that is where some of the so-called lawyers in Ghana, they don't get, especially when it comes to judges. And the discretion of the judge. As much as the judge needs to work within the confines of some particular laws, the judge also has discretion. And sometimes you do be court, judge to make us say, fine, you embrane chese or see a mouth there bail, but my discretion and internet minya opportunity to sit here. The opportunity na a discretion count. But me shed the air cost na when you wait me mouth bail no. And at that point you cannot fault the judge. I was in America and a judge be etna edian court. And I can say how he feels about a comment I made. He was going to put a judgment together to prove to Ghana for you and say or discretion to take a decision be our person taking. Now it is up to Nipana judge not yakunyum no and make a sad decision. It's up to Nipana or your defendant and the lawyer to prove to the judge say, even though you are in charge of this case and you have your discretion, no, I can still prove to you, say your discretion, no, it should be limited at this point, and that you should look at this, that, and grant my client what he is praying, and I say what he is basically asking of you. Indeed, we should not let it sound to say when Akwesi Amoako gets bail, it is automatic that Kwame Amponsa will get bail. It does not work like that, and that is what the misinformation and disinformation some people working in Ghana across the breadth of this nation creating in the heads of some people. And it's na yetumi judges for 7 etna asam so e Supreme Court. Omo nyina tumi tie asam no the same day, the same time, the same presentation, but when they are writing their judgment, they come from different point of views. It means judges are not equal. They look at the issues and at the end of the day at their discretion. Inti enya obia na yede ne koye judge, enya obia na tina case so. So if you're a lawyer and you know all these things and you understand, say my client can have all the excuses and defense, but at the end of the day, if I'm not able as a lawyer to prove my case or prove with the law to show the lawyer that my client needs to go home, you don't deserve that. Abronya's lawyer is talking so much, he's making so much noise outside the court. 99.9% of the people standing outside the court who are misbehaving and talking don't even know what happened in that courtroom. When people enter court and they write after court a transcript in the Bible, do not look at the transcript and make your judgment. Sometimes the demeanor, body language, and how counsels or lawyers of people they are defending act can even at the end of the day affect a client. So not just reading a transcript of what happened inside the courtroom, and the betuma actually will say the outcome from the court, at the end of the day, it was this way or it was that way. We have a big gap. The so-called group law, they are deceiving a lot of Ghanaians. They are making it look like say obi rakota na Ghana brand say I was said the pay with the Ghana brand protecting them. It does not work like that. And it's up to these people, these so-called law, we have been to law school. It is up to them to prove or educate Ghana for ordinary people on the streets, because we are talking about misdemeanor. Our Abronya case, how many of the cows and goats and the sheep and those idiots standing outside the court how many of them understand misdemeanor, felony? And I was very happy when Inkoto touched on misdemeanor, the meaning of misdemeanor. Sibia Eko Bibi Ekodu a changey a felony. The people standing outside making the noise say aponchi we yachinatum yadena foka yadena kotohano. The question is, are we the so-called legal brains in Ghana? Mo amoko tena bruche say akosia lo abotuma tena bruche one practice no moba Ghana na moya madwen se munim Ghana mre nyina no. You need to take time and educate Ghana for no be, because majority of you people sitting on social media writing and making it look like you are smarter than any lawyer in Ghana. See the abronya we mamu so munkojina court, you cannot defend him. You can't. You guys can be paid all the money in the world. 99% of you, the social media lawyers, those who went to school outside Ghana and said yeah law, yeah Bible practice or Ghana, no, you cannot defend Abronye for Abronye to work as a free man. You can't. So it is sometimes you push you slow down a little bit. Calling yourself a lawyer or telling people you have been to law school does not make you more intelligent than anyone. The laws are there, and as much as we have good lawyers in the system, they are all equally good judges in the system. When I had an issue with the court, at the end of the day I had to appear before the court to make my case, to convince the judges that what your colleague basically is asking for, it does not make sense. The Supreme Court judges sitting there, they know the law, they have read the law, they listen to my lawyer. So it's all boils down to the person leading Abronye in the courtroom. Is he able to make his case? But then if you sit on social media as a Facebook lawyer who cannot practice in Europe, who cannot practice in America, who basically goes to take a certificate and come to Ghana and try to flex your muscle and make it look like you know everything about law, then without due respect, most uncle for jail or Ghana. Because the way people in Asia, America, Europe, they see a year court, you people are making Ghanaians think, say, walking into a courtroom, automatically you have to go home. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. And it's about time you, the Facebook lawyers, now more Ghana now, you could not practice in Europe and America because your level of intelligence, and drew that level to convince a judge or to even convince a client that you can win a case for them. It's about time you people mellowed yourself and understand the say. We have a country where Emra Juma won cronim. So when I'm Ghana, now I'm say ende ukodi bonibi na untumi for lawyer. You are not supposed to get yourself involved in that boneno. And you have to also know say, so was sikari kona for lawyer also making sure say ubetumi etwa what ubetuma tete wo ho ana emra no entwema. These are things my law, my law school, my lawyer. These are the things you tell the people. But you see, the emotions, the I want to be known, the I'm trying to let people know I've learned law. Law is nothing. Without due respect. Aya Ghana ena yemubi yama obi so call law school an exceptional thing. Being a lawyer is nothing. It's the same as being like a teacher. It's the same as being like a doctor. It has nothing unique about it until you are able to prove yourself in court to show to your client that what you went to school to learn, no, you are basically making use of it and protecting that your client, no, you are as useless as anything in the toilet, because your job as a lawyer is to defend and make sure your client does not end up in jail. If you are not able to do that, then you need to understand that you have a lot of deficiencies. There are so many people sitting on social media speaking law and talking law and writing law. They have not even won a case in court before. They themselves, they are defending themselves in court. They are not even able to get out of it easily. So why should we get up and listen to such people and make it look like Obiti Facebook can law, pretending to be a lawyer or acting as if I've been to UK to learn law, so Ghana Mrano, I know everything. So when somebody commits a crime, misdemeanor, felony, whatever, and enters our court, automatically that's all work like that. That is the self-entitlement thing that some of you have. And in your law now, you are not going anywhere. You are still doing banchere. Now, this goat, your friend Abronye, he has committed a crime. And he had court. And a court to say, now the prosecutor, a Ghana CID officer, almost Ghana Police Service, prosecutor didn't make any case, actually judge, say we are investigating. Maybe this person, the way I otieno, obetima kofam kofobia kuku witnesses are investigation to help in our investigations. It could be an electronic investigation or an online investigation, but you have to understand that time and akwa with TV so sa show no na nipa bitin nim na ebi busa the questions, and there were people who were producing it. So it is not just Abronye sitting in front of a video camera. It is Abronye production now all year. No, there are so many people involved. Ebi Abronye in his statement, he said he solicited information from somebody. Ebi or not say asama mekan no. So maybe the police are even investigating to get hold of the person that Abronye has mentioned. Say when the cancer has a witch. So when the police comes to court and tells the judge, say we are still investigating and we don't want the investigations to be tainted. This guy who is a suspect is somebody we cannot trust that someone bail or interfere in the investigations. The police, they are making their case. The prosecutor is making his case. So it is left with Abronye's lawyer to prove to that judge sitting there, say, Mr. Judge, it does not matter what you think or where or how you feel. This is what I believe should allow my client to go home. As simple as that. This is not about somebody screaming, somebody, no, it's about the law. The law is the law. The law is the law. Into police, no prosecutor can say we are still investigating and that we believe that this guy still should be held in cells for our investigations not to be tainted. The police might have told the judge, say maybe after we read Abronye's statement, we saw some loopholes that will help us get the people who helped him commit this crime, whether misdemeanor or felony. The police, they need to get to the bottom of this. It is the police are making the case. It's upon Abronye's lawyers to prove to the judge. How the judge feels does not matter. But this is the case where Otumfuo If U Have. So because Oye MPP Bono regional chairman in T Otumfuo If U Have, we should not put him in the Black Maria and bring him in Abronye Yebano. Nanke afa ponko di nesi so mo MPP fo mo jimi ana. The Ghana Police Service, they have all the right to choose the kind of transportation they want to use when they sit and do their analysis investigations, because their job is to protect every single person in their custody. Into the Ghana Police Service, it does not matter. You could be somebody who committed a felony. If their security or their intelligence tells them, say the attention the Ghana Police Service can do that and protect that person. The Ghana Police Service can decide and put that person in a Black Maria or the Ghana Police Service can decide and put that person in a high list. The Ghana Police Service, you don't decide how they transport somebody, a suspect, to the court. It is how you're a lawmaker and also a politician, and now you're a lawyer, and your problem is how the person was transported safely to court. Then you are not being honest to yourself. You are being disingenuous. You are basically fooling some group of people following you. The substantive thing that you have to be talking about is, why couldn't Abronye's lawyer make sure he made a case inside courtroom in front of a judge to take him back home? That is what we are talking about. So, come in there one chair there, actually with Jimmy, and I will be there, and I make us say, what is so exceptional about this goat? Abronye. What is exceptional about him? What is exceptional about Abronye for people to think, say, because of no, maybe we should scream and the whole country should come down? What is so exceptional about him? Because your MPP Bono regional chairman, and MPP for Jimmy no way regional chairman, I can find the way regional chairman. Say MPP for Jimmy, and they will still sit there after 8 years, still keep this guy as a regional chairman. A party buying the work Ghana, this Jimmy way by a regional chairman. Because what then the work we obi aka say I want to be part of the NPP. Kasa ben free akwa weduma ba ebema obi are interested to join the NPP. These are things you need to ask. There's nothing about this fool that is going to entice anybody to say this guy is an example that when I join this party, he's an inspiration. Bia metumde di party where you Jimmy for. And you see, the funny thing is, Jimmy where this is not the first time why it's been consistent. But you see, my problem with my own MPP for Jimmy say, they are quick to hail foolish people. That is why the party has been destroyed. They are so quick to hail foolish people. Nobody in the NDC will do what Abronye did. Nobody. You dare not. Even a mere party communicator cannot set up a Facebook Live and use those words Abronye used. Somebody who is known as an NDC person under Fifi Kwete, under John Mahama, under Asiedu Nketia, under the NDC, nobody can do. Even a regional chairman called Makosro. I'm talking about a mere communicator. So there is a problem with the NPP as a political party. Its leadership, Jimmy. And that is what they are missing. And it's as a member of the NPP, the intelligence side of NPP, make a chance say party ni penny for the Jimmy. The leadership are fooling the sheep. The foolish masses are just following these people because they don't even understand what is going on. Akwawe man here obeko jail for 4 years. Akwawe, someone here obeko jail, obeko dem. Yeah. It does not change anything. Some party in penny for in Nyansa. This is the time they have to call the party leadership and tell everybody to be very, very careful and decorum in their statements. But what do we see? The party leadership, like fools, are leading a charge. Yachi Jimini ba kwatum. Na adentina NPP regional chairman for yenchi omuntu fiasi. Have you people asked yourself that question? But you see, they are lowering the standards. They are making this to look like a normal thing. Persecution. NDC pay asem. Your friend is saying IGP pay asem. They are fooling the base. And there you say, Omomudi party, they are the ones who are going to suffer. Because the leadership is not being honest with them. Leadership, Jimmy. MPP will never go to that court to say, I'm going to support Abronye. Why? And these people need Nimiansa. Or Pesa Party way, you rebrand it, na represent it. Mwanga mu MPP na moka say etina himfie na. MPP Nibia Onimiansa will not leave their home to go see say me kwa ko support to Abronya. What are you supporting him on? Then I was supporting. Adem bono hono nipa ni wana a mobedi regional chairman or party nim. It shows say party mu ejimi. Mo ya mole papa. Now shade bi Abronya on hunger strike. Lawyer say Abronya say ondidi. I am Mangasa Moshe soap opera too much. Some Mangasa Motamina, a summary, echo visit Kunkumbajia, India. Chese, in quasi Mangasa no concert yamo de. Yes, say Abronya say ondidi. Ah, near Diana Grand Swing. Yana Grandi, now move for Abronya Cotunsa woman more than that. GIA, police headquarters. Move on Cotunsa 1 week. Not now. Yes, Abronya say ondidi. Na me ondidi am your from home. What is my problem with that? Abronya say ondidi. What's the big deal? Because Obian denying Ediane. We a Abronya Nagasane well. Yama Odiane Osimindi. It means a well on one akumem no say ondi. Inti comedy na obebo punum. Comedy Abronya. Obebo punum se mumma me Ediane ndi. It is Abronya every nipem. Now so only dear, what is the big deal here? Oh no, na say only, and yes, so be a son a minute, and I say Abronya, Ediania Maundi, or Simindi. It is Abronya say only dear. Ya won't call for Pediania duo. Mumo Jimmy. Now, Jadia see outside the courtroom. I keep telling MPP for yeah, there.
Mr. Too cool for Lodina, too cool for too cool for Lodina, too cool for all say or mine, all say or mine, all say or mine, too cool for Bada Benyo, Manga, Bada Benyo, Najekana, too cool for Manga. Abada benyo, abada seno, abada benyo.
Oh, what kind of guys with your bottom? We mukui fo. Omo to mukran to mfu. Omo highest peak. Omo highest peak ni. And ye penti omo ni mabegina. Omo highest ni. Almost see so this is the time I'm so more fair. I'm a bank crying. Mukui fo. Me humbo die for. They don't understand what is going on. Party no Jimmy omo. They don't get it. Namba we only omo da hwa homachina ohiram gu so a. Hwoma no. Obeka we di obatam. Na oyiri nie unuaba nie. Na se sebio wote wona wo hwe no na wo na wo yemba ni a obebuta say mukui we me wo de ne ye den mumbusa omo best ni omo pick no modu no because ye ladies of MPP o kan say we do about them. This is where the problem is. So because they feel say ye Jimmy it bibia na di akire, they don't even understand. They don't get it. Baako ni ma se puma. Baako ni ma se puma. Puma ya Jackchan mu use Jackchan puma. Na ni parfum e tumi kotina TikTok no kasam tantanta ya. Ahwene kura hu omo na ahwene adwane. We mo ahwene ehu omo na ahwene adwane. Na we ahwene abegu we ase. This is what I talk about. MPP omo Jimmy hwade wo hwe. Listen.
And Otumfuo If said, "Oh, me a second boy, but I tell you, and your honor than this youth organizer me boy. And now when your honor and this youth organizer where IGP, and to the open view of Bayama and I'm boy, we live to see. Said a medical kind. Said the Bodiano uncle and Giotto. Saturday go confront that. So Mama no would knew what the gun. Over 100 years in back. MPP. as a political party. Yes, you have ever been never. I'm my dini nara. Obunya dini. Sana. Nia ya di dia pipi. Why ya dia? Say MPP ba. Na yasu ya try bobra. Yedi. Ya pesa over kasa. Sibu society. Obia ya di. MPP ba. Meba commander. No commander meba.
They make media youth organizer. They can say yeba power. MPP youth organizer. Now on your police we will make sure obey police ni because you police for her or say police attack there. Wakata na nimba NDC youth organizer. On your police ni. You got John the money mama catch atim for say omu nyina omu ye sakawa. Police anti omu azoka enam Ghana have free there. They catch omu say. Yenye ni 2028 yeba power. Na say eba power the akosi media for mu ya dance for yen person be do we be say in fact ye buy more than 100 times the end is for ye so omu tie ina nkogum because when we come back to power we will do the same thing to them ye be ti obi in fact ye be make sure the Ghana no ye be chom say yanso ye wotumi ye be the power 8 years yan ti obi a yan ya boni bia yan ya di boni bia na say sa na ombe ya na Ghana police so enya aduma so omu ye professional no be ye aduma me NDC for we are there. You are waiting for them 2028. Inshallah. You buy more than 200 times.
This is where the problem is. You buy mu ya anya boni bia ya nchi obia mi ken sebi o eteni o yana mo makobo fom Allahu akbar nyankopon tie ni mpaye hwe na basa emu mai jimi emu mba me jimi ende bia meka entafo ni bi no mo MPP mu no omo ejimi to the point they say they want to prove themselves. When we say abronje ye chi ne ko gina court, when we say gabi o chida akwa ba o. Enso se bi o tani abo bi ejina o ka say o ka sa achimfo ye sakawafo. Me se when we say gabi o chida akwa no so ye achimni no. When we so abegina o say obeka say obi aka say tia achimfo. When we be di etu o ho no mo. When we jankroma so gina ho bi. Omo ana omo ye integral member of Bawumia ne Kufuado aban we mu se obi gina ho no we mu ne edi omo ye nkwase adwuma we mu ade be kye ne akye na kwase we ni momobo adan we kise ko hwe fie ohia ni ba. These are foolish people. Send them who young man we young woman be odi MPP cham say ana we jimi ana can't you reason see the argument they are making. Eti akwa o share ready ka say IGP we NDC for na say ochano pa yeto yen suffering say bra je pen and paper write and prove say IGP no ye NDC den na we ntumi anya ne de ni ko gina court tio say Ghana di bi krampo for tape we no ka say I'm a citizen of the Republic of Ghana we make a statement say IGP aye we me pese obe prove if say me pese me make sure say IGP na or share security so Ghana no or yes onye NDC ni na so obi de wo kokota say aso obe make ye no bra court be chirema wo betumi omo ejimi maka chem say they still don't believe they are in opposition. That is the problem with these people, the sense of entitlement. Jimino, they just don't get it. Ya nye obi aboni bia ya ba power ya nye bibia, so in their head you know obia di boninda na china sa nipa no is against and as or your enemy of the state. That is the problem with them. That is the problem with these people. That is the problem with these people. Where mo omo ye here for ma they lack education. The party does not tell them the truth. And a ye kubi and ye chibi gum omo ejimi. And so when you sit you sit back and you watch. Now we see arguments make and the argument in say when you give them the platform to speak how they can rebrand the party. Kevin Taylor, tell us what the NPP represents. Kevin Taylor. So Abronya DC asema okaya no say okoyi no court I but Kevin Taylor. So you can see clearly that I control the party. They don't have focus. They don't know what they are doing. Ushia penyini. Oh, so person who say MPP for me more. They rally around one statement. So we could be an anoka say, and a Kevin Taylor, yes, so did Otumfuo na so Otumfuo ne lawyer na Ekufuo ado se me di Otumfuo atema Otumfuo onimumra cheme ade no Otumfuo nsiu me se me di sofu bi atema wo Ghana. I know says asofu bebre were lawyers. Why haven't they taken me to court? Se me di obi atema wo Ghana se me di Otumfuo atema Otumfuo nya di pakete onya akwara. Otumfuo has his personal lawyer. In fact, at a point, Ekufuo was his lawyer, meaning Otumfuo Kwebia, Ekufuo law firm na for you know, he still has lawyers. Why hasn't Otumfuo say our evidence is sooner? Why hasn't he gone to court? So far, anandi patiti wo Ghana na adwene nse makaseti no. Na emra wo Ghana kyerese makaseti no e wo se emra le twema so no. Why haven't they gone to court? Sankofo no hwem TV so mu se mu agimi. The NPP et say enkran ne a wo de ewo asofom. They don't ask say a war we poison one up. They all told the same, like they are so stupid. So stupid. For almost a year, they have exhausted, they are almost exhausting a whole year without making any reasonable statement. Why are Ghana and DB MPP? Na MPP nyakono. Na just go Ghana and say Kevin Taylor did penyina tema. Ebema Ghana and naka say intiyefa MPP mrana. And that's the question. Inti Kevin Taylor did penyina bi atem. And in your head, you know, Kevin Taylor did Otumfuo atem. Intiyefa MPP mrana. Makacha Senkofo omo Jimmy. And Jimmy no, enye Jimmy eye just a normal Jimmy o. A reincarnated Jimmy. So be when MPP no owa na o start e de sa MPP ne sha akora Jimmy etrima na akora na Jimmy. A reincarnated Jimmy. A hereditary almost inherited Jimmy no. It is a steady MPP for the way penny for no the same way na akora na dwen into youth organizer or the same way to say salakao so it is basically it ripples from the top. It do one argument your pet reason your pet the way they react to things your pet. So it is not a political party, it's a cluster of foolish animals coming together and thinking some way party. That is my issue with them. Me as a member of the NPP, you know, I can tell you on authority, your members 90% they are not reasonable. As a member of the NPP with a card and I've paid my dues, make my catch or say your members 90% they can't reason. And we sit here and they make it look so yeah. You see a chabronye akoifa. Police a chabronye. Ubusa in something in say it's all about misdemeanor.